Monday. You may face delays this lunch hour if your plans include fast food. Protests are underway in cities across the country, including right here in Austin, as we approach the Labor Day weekend. This is a live look at a gathering rally at Guadalupe at MLK. Thousands of fast food workers walked off the job this morning in a push for higher wages. Organizers say it could be the largest nationwide strike by fast food workers. It's a continuation of strikes that began last November in New York City. The workers are demanding a wage of $15 per hour, which would amount to about $31,000 a year for full-time employees. Now, as the number of people taking part in the Austin rally grows, so does sympathy for the plight of workers. Our Sally Hernandez picks up that part of the story and the struggle for one man desperately trying to support his family.
I went to school to become a chef, and this is what I'm ending up doing now. I'm working at a fast food restaurant, but I'm not giving up.
But Greg Lee will give up his pay to take a stand. A Katrina evacuee from New Orleans, Greg has had a hard time supporting his family, making $7.25 an hour. He says he cannot even afford to pay for gas.
This has been my story since I've been here in Austin. I've been fighting all kind of ways to try to make it the legal way, to try to do the right thing, you know what I'm saying, and not be a statistic.
And while the numbers are not on his side, attorney Rick Levy is. Together they walked into this Long John Silver in East Austin, where Greg works, to deliver a petition asking for a living wage of $15 an hour.
We really work hard, and $7.25 is not enough to make a living for. We make enough money just to pay a bill, you know what I mean? And I'm speaking, as a parent, as a husband, as a provider. This is not enough.
Greg and fast food workers say they've had enough and they're now on strike.
And the myth that it's just teenagers. Well, I think you've seen today and we saw yesterday that these are people trying to raise their families. And I just think that the folks who are putting themselves on the line deserve so much respect and thanks from all of us for what they're trying to do.
Teenagers are not just doing this job. Grown-ups are doing this job. Parents are doing this job. People who have responsibilities are doing this job.
Now his toughest job is raising awareness.
That was Sally Hernandez reporting. Here in Austin and across the country, most fast food workers make minimum wage, and that amounts to an average income of $18,500 a year. The government poverty threshold for a family of four is $23,000.
Look, these workers live in complete poverty. They work for the richest corporations in the country. This is a $200 billion industry. These workers overwhelmingly make $7.25, which leaves them deeply, deeply seated in poverty.
And as you heard him just say, the current federal minimum wage is $7.25 per hour. On May 9th, during a visit to Manor New Tech High School, just outside of Austin, President Obama proposed raising the minimum wage to $9 an hour.